Okay, folks, this is Tony Aguilar, and I want to do a short kind of a recon here, show you what I was able to pick up today. I took a field trip out to Jacksonville. I wanted to trade in a bunch of my books. There's a big used bookstore up there called Chamblin's Book Mine. I guess I took like 15 or 16 books I hadn't touched in a long time. And I was going to go up there, and there's also a model convention, a plastic model convention called Jaxcon, and they were going to have vendors there. I wasn't interested in competing, but wanted to check that out, and had a really successful day, and kind of want to go over what I picked up and what kind of deals I got for it. I think I did pretty well today. Considering I didn't need any of this stuff, but that's how it goes. But anyhow, so I went to I guess I'll start with the books. I talked about a little bit this morning what books I was going to take up there, and they actually did not accept 4 of the books. They did not want them. They either had too many of them. And it's funny because this is one of the ones I was reading from this morning. They had no use for this. They did not want this, so I guess I'll keep this one. These other books that I've had for a long time, they had no interest in giving me any credit for them, so they must have either already had them or had no interest. And this D-Day Time Magazine D-Day episode, so everything else they took, and I'll go over that last since that was the last stop. But I did go to the downtown location. Saw what they went there, went to the hobby show. There was a lot of vendors, not a lot of people selling 1/72 scale tanks, but I did find this one for $10. This is I don't know why this box is so darn big, but it is a really big box. It's a pair of SU-85s from S Model. These come 2 to a pack, and yeah, we'll be putting this together pretty soon. Got some photo etch pieces. The decals are kind of sucky. You can either make a German one or like which I don't do captured vehicles, or a Free Poland and Turn 'em Communist. I don't do those either. So I'll probably be supplying my own decals or painting them on myself. But a pair of SU-85s, that's nice. I paid $10 for this, so that was a pretty good deal on it. Then there was a vendor that was selling a bunch of books, hardcover books for $5 a piece. And I picked up this, Battle Tanks from David Fletcher, Captain Mustache himself. And I looked at this, and first of all, I'm like, this doesn't look like anything special. And then there's quite a few details in here that make it look better than just a generic over-the-top thing. I'll have to find it here, but like there was one on the Valentines that showed how many were sunk en route and stuff like that. Different armor specifications. There's a bishop. Yeah, here we go. Supplies of Valentines and derivatives to the USSR by period and type. So here it tells you how many type they had, how many were shipped, how many were lost at sea, and how many arrived. Hopefully the arrived and lost at sea add up, because otherwise that would be weird. But I guess in one period of time they lost, or between October 41 and June 43, they lost 170. They lost 379 total Valentines at sea. Like, wow, that's like a lot. So and then I guess in this later period they also lost 415. So they lost almost 1,000 Valentines at sea. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyhow, so interesting stuff, and they have other things other than Valentine's, all the other. I think this is a compilation of different stuff from also Osprey books, which I don't have any of them on any of these vehicles. So this was kind of nice to have. Like I said, well worth $5. So picked that up. And then these other ones, they were selling these for $2 a piece or $5 for 3. So I ended up picking all of these books. This was $10 and the other one was $5. That's $15 for all these. So there's the casement illustrated on Kursk. Really, really nice stuff. Well worth $1.66 or whatever that what is. World War II Infantry Tactics, Squad and Platoon. They actually had one that was company and battalion, and I decided not to pick that one up. I'm like, I'm not playing those kind of games. I'm a tactical guy. Again, not bad for $1.66. Battle Orders for the Desert Rats, also for $1.66. You know, these are like $20-something books or something like that. $24 books. Men-at-Arms, Italian Army in North Africa. Marcus gifted me some eye ties, so here's some eye tie stuff for him. Again, $1.66, can't really go wrong. Here's that one artist that every guy looks like the same person. Regardless of skin color, still looks like the same guy. Anyhow. Panzer Divisions, Eastern Front 4143. $1.66. And I was just kind of flipping through here, and there's some tactical information in here, which is why I opted to get it, because a lot of this is, you know, stuff that I already know. And Panzer Divisions, look, this retail for $26, $1.66. I guess somebody really wanted to move this stuff. There has some, I think there's some combat here in late 44 that involves some units I'm not really familiar with. So I freaking did a splurge of $1.66 on it, or $1.67, whatever it is. So I was all good and happy with that from the show, having that. And then I was looking through this one vendor, and I realized that he had some 20mm stuff. So he actually had some combat miniatures. I don't know what kind of alloy this is. And this is a British squad advancing. He's wanting $5 for this. So I already have some of these guys, but these guys are hard to come by. And I also got the British squad firing. $5. So these are my favorite figures of all the miniatures. Of all the miniatures made by anybody, ever made, probably ever will be made. These are my favorite ones. And this is exactly what they look like when I got them. Because they've come from all kinds of different backgrounds before. These are all Dave Alsop's sculpts. And when I bought them, they were called combat miniatures. Oh, these are actually produced by Fat Cat. Okay, yeah, because I've got some loose ones from Fat Cat as well. But this is what their packaging looked like. So 2 of those. And then I kept digging. And I kept digging and digging and digging. And I realized there's some battlefield miniatures in there. And so I didn't know what these codes were. So I went on my YouTube channel. I had made a video about all of the Battlefield's catalog on there. And it seems pretty stupid. It's just a catalog, you flipping pages. Well, it came in handy because I found out what these codes went. So this is Bitter Winter 2. And I think I have these guys already, because here's a guy with it. These guys have like snow smocks. I think they're supposed to be like SS guys that for the counterattack at Kharkov in early 43. I think that's what they're supposed to be. But they could be any other winter guys as well. So I believe I already have these guys. But I picked up this. And this code is Hitler Youth. I don't have any Hitler Youth guys. So I got 3 little punk-ass Nazi troublemakers. Okay, there's 3 guys in there. 3 little Kinder. Nazi Kinder. And he had some MMS stuff. Africa Corps Tank Commanders. These are 176 scale, so they're running a little smaller, but hey, you can't get these things. MMS out of business. And so's Battlefield. And a SIG 33 crew. So I'm probably going to use these guys inside the Grilla. Because I have a Grilla. It's the same gun. It's a 150 millimeter infantry gun. So now we got a crew for them. So this was 5. This was 5. I said, well, how much for all this stuff? Because it really didn't have marked. So it's $20 for all this stuff. So I think I made out pretty well on that. Okay, so then I go to the books. Then I go to the bookstore. They give me the credit. Said, hey, you got $40 worth of credit, and I use it to buy this, which honestly isn't a good deal compared to $2 a book. But hey, I got the Operation Crusader one, which this thing was way overpriced. You can actually get this new for from Amazon for $23. You wanted $30 for it, but I'm like, okay, well, I'm using money that I don't have. You know, I wouldn't have had that money if I didn't trade it in. If you wanted cash, it'd only give you half of it. So here is, oh, look at this. It's a single digit, so it's probably 15th Panzer Division. Is that what it says? No. 21st Panzer, bullshit. I better see more numbers on the side of that turret. Not one number doesn't cut it. So I picked up that. The Sherman Firefly versus Tiger book. These are used books, but they're damn near brand new. This talks about the Whitman's little engagement here. Pershing versus Tiger. Here's a battle that has individual locations of the vehicles. That's pretty cool. I want to say this is in that book that I read about the Pershing crew recently, and the Normandy Operation Goodwood. I have 2 of these already. I don't have this one. And these are really cool because they give you real specific information on what happened at what places, and you can real tactical stuff. You know, map, Tiger's knocked out, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I didn't do too bad today. I didn't do too bad. So, yeah, definitely gonna go to these model shows because they had several things that were really priced to move. I wasn't into airplanes, but this one guy was selling unbuilt kits, 5 of them for $10. I mean, it was like, what the hell, $2? I mean, I should have picked some up, but I'm like, you know, they didn't have the right mix to have crash planes for City Risée, because that would have been perfect. But anyways, there's next year. But anyhow, I just want to do this little video and showing you what I picked up. I think it came out pretty well on it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.